3A has been really supportive since the levy have come into play. I mean, as you can probably imagine, football is a unique industry, and so we really did need somebody to tailor the courses to suit our own individual requirements. So, you know, luckily with 3A's background in sport as well as general business, it was quite an easy transition for them that we were delighted with, and we can tailor make our courses to suit our own industry, which everybody already has seen a huge benefit from. So my relationship spans back a number of years really with Peter Marples, known him for across a different club that I used to work at in a previous life, and always had a good business-to-business relationship with him. And then subsequently our relationship at Rotherham United started back in 2014, I think it was, just before the playoff final, so I guess there was an element of we should have been expecting big things there. It started with the general apprentices, and subsequently, over recent years with the introduction of the government levy. It's a bit of a minefield for many businesses, and we're no exception. So to be able to link in with 3A's on that was nothing short of a godsend, really. So we utilised our levy pot pretty shrewdly, I believe, and we utilise it to upskill existing staff, of which there's 9 of us on a management training course spanning from level 3 to level 5. There's myself, there's representatives from the accounts department, media department, the first team manager, the reserve team manager, development coach, and head of retail. So we're all really taking advantage of the levy and using it to upskill existing staff. Over the last few years, we've had numerous different apprentices placed within the club in different departments to bolster our off the field administrative capabilities. Which we are a small team, so the introduction of apprentices are absolutely vital and pivotal for us, really. And again, to be able to link in with 3A's on that, to get the right candidate with the right skill set to help us on our way has been great for us. I think it's certainly enabled us to broaden our horizons a little bit. I think certainly in football it's a very dynamic industry and very fast moving. So sometimes you don't always get the time that you want to take a step back and look more strategically. But I think the management learning program has certainly underpinned the need to do that, and it's only by learning of different kind of methods and practical methods that you realise that you do need that extra headspace, and in order to build that into kind of a working week. Certainly within football, you have the administrative department off the field team, should I say, and then the on the field team that they work in parallel. But it does make us, work a lot closer. I think it's enabled us. We all sit around the table, we all do the same courses, and we all interject with instances from our own working life. So Paul and his colleagues will get to know about issues that we have in the retail department, in the media department, within the commercial department, and vice versa. We get to see one or two of their own challenges as well. So it certainly gives you a better understanding of different areas of the business.
I'm really enjoying it. I've learned a few things. It would have to be useful for me to give up my only day off of the week, and we come in all day really. I like the way it's set out. It's pretty not informative, but in a casual sort of way, that we do a lot of group chats, and I think it's made me appreciate the people who work here as well. So obviously I manage the football team, but there's other things to do at this football club. So far I've thoroughly enjoyed it. The tutor's really good, really helpful, pretty understanding of our time restraints as well, and supports us doing our assignments. So far I've really enjoyed it. Yeah, I think my decisions I make on the football pitch and regarding my staff and everything, I've definitely been a little bit more proactive. I think it has made me look at things differently. I think obviously some of the parts of the course aren't as relevant to me, but it will help me in future life, no doubt, and some are really relevant. But most of the strategic planning and managerial decisions, it's made me look at it from a larger perspective. And I think, although I knew it, I think it's reinforced my whole thing about everyone's got an individual requirement, so different personalities need different management styles really, and I think although I was aware of that, I think it's really brought it to the forefront of my brain a bit more, so I'm probably a bit more of that now than I was before. Things are going quite well. We haven't lost for 9, I think, and I think we've scored in the last 22 games, so we've got ourselves back into the playoffs, which is really good, and it's a really good positive environment to work in, which we've been striving for, so on the footballing side it's really good. Well, ironically, the day I got it, and Sky came in and done an interview, I was actually on the course, so I had to get out at the lunch break to take the award. It might have contributed, definitely. So I'm happy to. I'm always all about self-improvement. I am with my players all the time and with the staff, and you know, it's not just me on the course. I've got my assistant manager and my first team coach on the course as well. So we're all collectively trying to buy into it to become better people and hopefully better managers. And if that responds with more points on the pitch, then my chairman is very happy. I harp onto the players all the time about getting them to do voluntary work, about getting them to do self-improvement courses and stuff like that. So I'd be a hypocrite if I didn't buy into it myself. From when I finished playing, I've done a degree, I've done a teaching degree. You know, I'm always about trying to be a better man, really. And I think being at the head of the football club like I am, it's my responsibility to try and improve. So we're definitely trying to do that, and I'm getting no end out of this course, and once I finish this I'll look to probably go on to the next level.